everybody, Casey here with Berroco Yarn, and today I will be showing you guys the very basics of crochet. So the two main things you will need for any crochet project are your crochet hook. You can use any hook to start out learning. Generally when you're starting out, I prefer a bigger one, but give different ones a try. If you're working on a specific project, make sure you have the right hook for your project. And some yarn. Today I'm using Lannis Quick, and just some scrap yarn that we had around the office. So let's get started. The first thing we need to know is how to do a slip knot. The slip knot is basically the first step to just about any crochet project. There are a lot of different ways to tie a slip knot. Here's how I do it. I have the yarn in one hand and wrap it twice around my finger. All right, let me show that one more time. I'm going to wrap it twice around my finger. Usually I take this tail and I hold it between those two fingers. And then to actually make the knot, I pick up the back loop here and pull it over the top loop. Then I pick up the back loop here and pull it over the top loop and off my finger. And that gives me a slip knot. Ta-da! So let's do that one more time. I'm gonna wrap the yarn around my finger twice, pinch and hold the tail. And I'm going to take this back loop and move it over the front loop. Then I'm going to take this back loop and move it over the front loop and off my finger. And there's your slip knot. So next we're going to go over how to hold the crochet hook. So there are two main ways that people hold a crochet hook. Of course, there's a bunch of different variations, so experiment to see what feels comfortable for your hand. But the first hold I'm going to show you is the knife hold, which is the one that I do. And you take your pointer finger and thumb and pinch the crochet hook. And people will hold it just like that, or you can add your other fingers for some more stability. So let me show you that one more time. Pinch the crochet hook, and then if you'd like, you can add more fingers for more stability. Alrighty. So the other hold is the pencil hold, which is exactly what it sounds like. You hold it the same way that you would hold a pencil. So let me show you that one more time. Just holding it the same way that we would hold a pencil. All right, now let me show you how to hold yarn with your crochet hook. I have my slip knot here, and I'm going to loop it on to my crochet hook, and then I'm going to pull it so that it tightens a little bit around the top of the hook. So I drape the yarn over my finger and through my hand. Let me show you that again. It goes through my hand and over my finger. And then I hold with my middle and finger and thumb the knot or end of the crochet. So it looks something like this. And then I can move around the crochet hook and it can do whatever it needs to do, but the crochet itself, the project I'm working on, isn't going to move around all over the place. Let me show you that one more time. Put the loop on the crochet hook, the yarn through my hand and over my finger, pinch the knot at the end. Ta-da! Now I'm ready to start crocheting. So the next thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to chain. It's a pretty simple crochet concept that you will see all the time in just about every project you're working on. So when you have your crochet hook all ready, all you have to do to chain is hook the hook around the yarn and pull it through the loop. Okay, so let me zoom in and show you one more time. We are going to hook the hook around the yarn and pull it through the loop. And that's a chain. Ta-da! Make the chain however long you need it to be. All right, one more time. We are hooking around the yarn and pulling it through the hoop. Around the yarn and through. So as you can see, we now have a bunch of chain stitches, and that is how you chain. Alrighty, the final crochet stitch that I'm going to teach you today is a single crochet. So here I have the chains that I did in the last step, and I'm going to use that to show you how to single crochet. So you can see each chain is like a little V. And if I want to work into one of those stitches, I'm going to go right in the center of one of those V's. So let me show you that one more time. Oh, there we go. So you can see we have our little V here, and I'm going to go right in the center of the V. And then I'm going to hook some yarn and pull it through one of my 2 loops. Then I'm going to hook some yarn again and pull it through both of the loops. That's how you do one single crochet. Let me show you again. We're diving right into the center of the V. We are hooking some yarn and pulling it through one hoop. We are hooking some yarn and pulling it through both loops. All right. One more time, through the center of the V, hooking some yarn through one loop, and hooking some yarn through 2 loops. So there I have a couple of single crochets. Hopefully this was a helpful lesson on how to get started on crocheting, and you now feel confident picking up a hook and giving it a shot yourself.